Are dumb rules killing your innovation efforts? Are dumb rules getting in the way of real innovation in your organization? Well, of course they are. Hi, I'm Holly Green, the architect of Pause, a Thinking to Thrive expert and author of the new book, Using Your Brain to Win. I want to share with you a few ideas for getting rid of those dumb rules that make innovation so difficult in almost every organization. Start by considering a belief or a thought about your business that you feel very strongly about. For example, we can't raise prices, our customers won't go for that, we can't renegotiate with our suppliers, we can't change this process, we've always done it that way, that's the way our industry does it. These are the kinds of statements that often get said in meetings when a new idea or way of doing business is introduced. And if people don't actually verbalize those thoughts, well, that's what they're thinking. When nobody challenges these thoughts, they become unspoken rules. And with rules like these, real innovation becomes all but impossible. The next time this happens, I want you to pause for a moment and think about one of your rules. Then ask yourself what you are positively, absolutely sure is so about that rule. What assumptions do you have about whatever the new idea is? What are you assuming to be true because it actually was once upon a time before the world changed significantly? And then I want you to jot down all those rules you have about a particular challenge or opportunity. Now, one thing you'll notice is that almost all the rules are negative. They typically are focused on what you cannot do versus what you can. So now I want you to pause further for a moment and ask yourself one really simple question. What if I'm wrong? I'm sure you're not wrong, but what if you were? What else might you see? Would there be other possibilities? For example, does your competitor see it differently than you? What if you knew nothing about your sector or how things are always done in my business? What if you could negotiate a better deal with suppliers or vendors? If you had to prove yourself wrong, what other data might you consider? Are these really still the rules you have to follow? What if you did it differently? Now, I'm not saying you can do all of those things. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But simply by asking your brain some what-if questions and suspending the need to prove yourself right, you'll be amazed at what else you might see. You see, when you ask what-if questions, your brain immediately goes to work on answering them, even when you don't know it's working on it. It starts to consider pieces and parts and looks for what seems to be disparate bits of information, and then it puts them together and works diligently to answer those questions for you. Innovation is all about possibility, not outdated rules and limitations. Once you open up to considering other data, it starts to reform some of your rules and helps you constantly refresh and create new assumptions and meanings that will serve you more effectively. So if you're talking about the same old problem or challenge over and over again, expose and then question a few rules you may not have previously been even conscious of. It feels good, and it opens your brain to possibilities and alternatives that might just help you be even more insanely successful.